know how to communicate, I suppose. And I'm using that communication skill to hopefully convince and cajole the people of Connecticut to go down a different path, a path that's honest and transparent in its approach to what are not new problems, they're systemic. We have one of the very largest deficits on a per capita basis in the United States. I made it clear that I never believed that we could cut our way out of it or that we could tax our way out of it, that it was going to have to be some combination of both. And the philosophy on the tax side is that those taxes need to be broad. We have seen over the last couple of decades in state after state, taxes become less broad, which ultimately I think leads to bad decision making. You make commitments on the assumption that you're only going to hurt a few people. And increasingly in states, that was the wealthier and wealthier and wealthier folks, particularly in the northeastern states. Well, those are the most mobile people. And you have to recognize that. I've read a lot of other states' budgets or understand what they're doing. And in state after state, what you're seeing is a massive transference of obligations from state government to local governments. Well, here in Connecticut, we have one of the more onerous property tax systems in the entire United States. If I was to take plays out of other states' playbook, all I'd be doing is raising very substantially property taxes. And I think that that's one of the more regressive forms of taxation, of all forms of taxation available to municipal governments or state governments in the nation. So we're going a different way. We didn't cut town aid. We've been badly led for a long period of time. And bad compromises have been made between governors and legislature for a long period of time. One of my Republican predecessors entered into a 20-year guarantee of benefits. I mean, no mayor or first selectman or city manager in their right mind would have entered into that deal. Yet that governor negotiated it and the legislature approved it. Well, you know, I'm asking for sacrifice, but I'm not belittling them. I'm not attacking them. This should be a very civil discussion, and I hope it will be. They know we're in trouble. I'm not trying to scapegoat them, but there is a reality that benefits have gotten rich over a period of time in which most of the rest of the country has suffered pretty significant job loss and benefit loss. What's happened in Connecticut is we've used all of the rainy day fund, about $1.5 billion. We've used all the ARA money, and we misused it. We actually supplanted state monies in education, for instance. And then we borrowed about $649 million. All of that taking place in the current budget, the one that expires on June 30th. There really aren't a lot of cards left for us to play, except the honest ones.